Hi, fifth grade. My name is Mrs. Dodd. Today I'm going to read to you a story called School's First Day of School, and it is written by Adam Rex. And a funny story, I bought this book for my daughter because she cried every day of pre-K going to school, and I told her that she was making the school building sad. And then I found this book, and it's exactly what this book is about. I thought this book is a really good one to read in fifth grade because in fifth grade, in both reading and writing, we talk about point of view and perspective. This book is told completely through the eyes of the actual school building. So I thought that was kind of neat to see a different perspective on going to school. So let's read this and see. School's First Day of School. I also love the illustrations in this book. So if you have a chance to get the book out of the library, they're really nice pictures. I also noticed when I was reading the book, a lot of the schools and the pictures of the houses all look like faces. So it kind of gives each of the buildings a human quality, which we call that personification, which you'll learn more about this year. Okay, Frederick Douglass Elementary School. Is this the first page? It is the first page. School's first day of school. That summer, they dug up the big field and poured the foundation and sent brick on top of brick until they had built a school. A sign above the door read Frederick Douglass Elementary, right up there. That's a good name for me, thought the school. I hope you can see these pictures. Most days, a man named Janitor came to mop the school and buff his floors and wash his windows. This is nice, the school said to Janitor. Just the two of us. Won't be just us for long, said Janitor. Soon the teachers will come, and then you'll be filled with children. The school creaked. Children? Oh, all kinds of children. They'll come to play games and to learn. Oh, said the school. Will you be here? You'll see me after the school day is over, said Janitor. Don't worry, you'll like the children. But the school thought that Janitor was probably wrong about that. Then they came. The children did. And there were more of them than the school could possibly have imagined. Looks like morning drop-off. They got everywhere. They opened and closed all of his doors and lockers and drank water from his fountains and played on his jungle gym. So that is what that's for, thought school. Some of the older kids gathered by the school's back fence and showed each other their bored faces. This place stinks, said one, and the school gasped. I hate school, said another with puffy hair, to the agreement of his friends. The school sagged a little. Notice in this picture, it does look like a face, and the railing seems to be going down, almost like the school is frowning. One very small girl with freckles didn't want to come inside the school at all. Her mom had to carry her. Oh, I must be awful, the school whispered to himself. Later, he squirted the puffy-haired kid in the face, but then he felt bad about it afterward. He watched the kindergarten kids sit on one of his rugs. The teacher said, "As we go around the circle, please tell us your name." There was an Aiden and a Max and a Bella and another Aiden and an Emma and a Caden and a Chloe. The small girl with freckles was next, but she wouldn't speak. She only stared at her shoes until the teacher moved on. I don't like school, she whispered into her lap. Well, thought the school, maybe it doesn't like you either. The children were in their chairs, finally. But just as the school was starting to relax, his fire alarm sounded, and all the children exited and walked to the other side of the field and stared at him. He was so embarrassed. He held his doors open for them when they returned. "Sorry," he said as the first child entered. "Sorry, sorry, sorry," he told them all, even the girl with the freckles. At 12 o'clock, the school was filled with food. At 12:30, the school was filled with garbage. I love that line. At one table, a boy told a funny joke, and another boy laughed so hard that milk came out his nose. "Well, now I'm covered with nose milk," thought the school. He had to admit that it was a pretty funny joke, though. Even the girl with freckles liked it. After lunch, the kindergarten kids learned about shapes. "A rectangle has 4 sides," said the teacher. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a square has 4 sides too. In fact, a square is actually a special kind of rectangle. "Wow," said the school. "Well, I did not know that." Afterward, the children made pictures with glitter and paste. The girl with freckles made a picture of the school. "Oh, it looks just like me," thought the school, "except glittery. It's like she's known me my whole life." "Do you think I could have your picture?" the teacher asked her. "Don't tell anyone, but I think it's the best." The school thought she was probably right about that. The freckled girl smiled, and when the teacher stuck her drawing onto the school wall with a pushpin. "Ouch," said the school. But he didn't mind. Not really. At 3 o'clock, the parents came to pick up the children. At 3:30, janitor came to pick up the school. "I was full of kids," the school told him, "and I heard a joke and I accidentally had a fire drill, but everyone was nice about it. Oh, and I listened to a classroom and learned about shapes." Notice the school in this picture is smiling. Sounds like he had a pretty good first day of school. "You had a big day," said janitor. "Do you think," the school said, "well, do you think that you could invite everyone to come back tomorrow? Especially that little freckled girl?" Janitor nodded. "I'll see what I can do," he said. Later, janitor sat on top of the school, and they watched the sun go down. "In the beginning, I didn't know what I was," said the school. "I thought I was your house." "Nope," said janitor. I suppose some other place gets to be your house," the school added. Janitor nodded. "That's true, but you get to be a school. That's lucky." And the school thought he was probably right about that. So there's the end. So I thought that was a really cute book because it definitely gave us a different perspective. We always look at first days of school from the teacher's point of view and the parents' point of view and students' point of view, but we never really hear from the school's point of view. So I thought that was a really cute book, and I hope you enjoyed it.